Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Mastermind Creations Perfection Series PS-15 Fraudo, their version of Swindle, which I'll roll off to the side here. You see the yellow and purple Jeep thing, which yes, he comes once again in a very G1-esque box. You can see that right there. Nice bit of artwork there, Ox, all that stuff. He's a munition expert. On top, you got some pictures of the figure with an all built-in thing on there. You got a close-up of the art on that side, one piece of art on that side. You got him on that side, and here, hey, look, you got more, warnings and whatnot, ages 16 and up. Hey, look, there's Fraudo and Impetus. They're slowly filling in the silhouettes. The Assaultus War Titan. And on the back, yeah, you got the all built-in thing, and once again, the a little bio card type thing, like the old figures, including a little scrambled text specs, which you need, that included little red filter to help you see that. So, there you go. Other accessories, well, not accessories, other things in the box include, hey, look, once again, little collector's card if you want, bio and text specs again, picture of the figure on the back, and hey, the instructions, which unfortunately skip a lot of important things, which I'll get to later. Yeah, he is, of course, a Jeep. Well, the original wasn't a Jeep, but hey, he was the Jeep in the cartoon. Yes, he's a Jeep-looking thing. He is yellow, very much a yellow, mustard yellow, with a purple hood. You got little translucent blue headlights there, gray bumper, little tail lights and whatnot's picked out. His rims are picked out nice dark, I guess, gunmetal gray. I think these are rubber tires. It's a hard rubber, but that feels like rubber. Yeah, he's got a translucent blue windshield up here. Not sure how you can see that, but it's definitely got a slight bluish tint. Seats are there in dark gray, blackish color, and yeah, he's got his guns up here, which can swivel right there. You can remove it entirely, although removing is a pain in the butt, and you can roll. He doesn't have a lot of ground clearance because of the way he transforms. It's a Jeep that's got it's a lower Jeep. Yeah, like this is supposed to be right here is supposed to be the implied bottom of the car, but yeah, the real bottom's actually, way lower, which there's just enough clearance. You can still roll just fine, but yeah, it's a very tight fit, but he rolls just fine. So yeah, it's a nice looking Jeep. Mine, I'm noticing as time goes on, this is getting looser and looser on these tabs, just these tabs. Everywhere else the tabs into, it's fine, but these tabs, it's kind of getting a little bit loose, which can be a little. It's fine now, of course, now that I'm showing it. But yeah, earlier I noticed it's just kind of coming off real easily, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I might have to tighten those tabs up somehow, thicken them up. I mean, but yeah. It's a good Jeep. It's a good thing. The other thing is this bumper can easily just misalign, just do stuff like that. If you're not paying attention, it's really easy to misalign. It's supposed to be like this, but yeah. He's also got a little steering wheel, which, you can adjust it, I guess, as you want. You can have it, sitting how you want, but it doesn't rotate or anything. Yeah. It's decent. It's pretty good alt mode. And yeah, if you want to remove these, you have to start transforming. You have to split the legs and stuff to pull this tab, because it's a little I guess T-tab of sorts. Which you'll see that in the instructions, but yeah, if you don't want that there, you'll have to split the leg. You can't just pull it out. If you just pull, you'll just remove this top piece right here, which does come off. You can remove that top piece right here. It's just that's such a bag. But that you have to start transforming, which, speaking of, go ahead and do that, and we'll get to the leg mode. All right, and yep, that's the leg mode. it's a pretty solid thing. You know, it's a pretty solid, I guess, block. Yeah, it looks really good. Well, for a leg, I mean, it kind of again gives you the idea of how solid things are. You got an ankle tilt there. It's the only thing is it's a little limited by these weapons. You can leave these weapons off, but then they kind of a little hollow back there. But it does give a slight limitation to his ankle joint there. He's also got forward and back movement as well, although mostly forward. But it's got a little tiny bit of back again, slightly hampered by the weapons being back here. If it wasn't for those, it would have a lot more movement back there. But as it stands, it's still pretty good as a leg. Just, yeah, it's unfortunate that, yeah, that's a little hampered by that. But still pretty solid. Just, oh, right. I did forget this is the easy part to forget, which is folding that in. It's very easy to forget that piece. Gotta do that or else it won't work properly for the combined mode. Yeah, it's a good leg. Can't really, I mean, just as kind of basically a block, but hey, it works well as a leg from what I can see, and hopefully it won't mess things up too bad. It won't like fall, or not mess things up too bad, but hopefully it'll be able to hold the weight, support the weight of the full Assaultus when it's finished. But anyway, gotta move on to robot mode. And there you go. It's yeah. Again, it's the transformation is actually not that difficult to do. It's that again against there's some stuff it will become very difficult just solely because there's a lot of bits of that are important that are straight up left out or not made super clear. Big ones being well, these things for the sliding the legs out. That's a pain in the butt because, well, they don't tell you about that. So you're just like, what? Why won't they slide? And then you look at them and go, look, huh? Or these pieces right here, these panels right here, these panels in particular, those things are just not omitted about how they're important, integral to, you know, they keep things tabbed in and whatnot. There you go. Yeah. Again, he's got his gun, which you can unfold it, and it's got a handle. He can hold it somewhat okay. It's not an amazing grip. It's a weird design. It's like the hands are almost like they're designed like impetuses, and then they changed their mind the last second and made a different grip, and it doesn't work as well. I mean, it's holding it just fine now, but it doesn't take much for it to start wiggling loose. So that's unfortunate. This, yeah, it's supposed to peg on the back of the leg, but unfortunately, as you saw, it just couldn't take a lot to knock it off. I mean, part of the problem is you're supposed to just take this peg and put it on this tab, but you can also see it sits a little crooked, so it doesn't take a lot of force to knock it off either, which, again, really unfortunate on that. I don't know why it's designed the way it is. I mean, you can put it on like that, but then it's sticking out like weird. Or put it on like that. If you put it on crooked, if you put it on a little slanted, it kind of holds a little better. So I might just do that. I mean, it's still mostly invisible from the front too, so it's not a huge deal. But it's kind of annoying, but it's not horrible. And also this peg right here, it's a really tiny peg, so it's not like the greatest, most secure connection ever. But it holds as long as you're not being dumb about it. That's the thing. It's just it's easy to knock stuff off all the time. These little accessories. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, he's actually a pretty nice looking figure overall. He also comes with the next head. This is the alternate head that comes with, but he also comes with this head. See that? Yeah, this is his stern head. His neutral head, I guess. This is a grinning head. The thing is, they're both misprinted. There's both painted. There's a little bit of there's a gray here on the nose, which shouldn't be because that's part of the helmet. So unfortunately, yeah, he's a bit of incorrect. Apparently, supposedly, I've heard that they're gonna with the later figure release correctly painted heads for him. So who knows? But yeah, it's yeah, he is a great looking figure. I mean, he's got the faux Jeep front, even though the Jeep front's up here in his chest. I'm gonna keep that off to the side. That's just getting annoying. Yeah, he's got his little faux hip skirt, Jeep hip skirt, grill hill hip skirt. Not, it's purple. This thing. He's got his wheel. Oh, this is parts forming, but still, he's got his wheel on his back. All that stuff. It looks great. He got his mini wheels up here, even though the real ones are again tucked up in there. It looks great. Honestly, I think it looks really good. I know some people are not super thrilled with the leg detailing here, but I don't mind it. It's just a weird thing of like. I've seen a lot of people in third party, and yes, these actually are the same people. I've checked, saying that, complaining that Takara is too cartoon accurate now, and it's too much, and it's like it's too smooth, it's so bland looking, and then they complain when the third party company does something like this and says, oh, hey, or not necessarily this one particular, but the third party will do something a little less cartoon accurate, and kind of take a couple liberties, and they'll complain it's got too much detail, not cartoon accurate enough, and I'm like, what do you want, really? I don't know. But yeah, articulation. His head is on a ball joint, which, yeah, by the way, swapping the heads is just a screw. Take a screw, unscrew it, pop the head apart, same reverse order, and then you go. Also, really nice with the purple goggle and stuff. Otherwise, except for that paint area, it's actually pretty good head sculpt. But yeah, ball jointed head, so lots of movement, up, down, waggle, side to side, full 360, everything. And there's a lot of clearance because he's on a very good neck joint. Shoulders, forward and back, 360 all the way. Shoulder, the outward is very stiff, but it does do a full that full thing. That's about as far as it goes. There is nothing further, unfortunately. You can't go all the way up unless you will do that. But yeah. He has a bicep swivel. Again, really tight, and I just knocked that off. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think that's my biggest problem, is just stuff not pegging on super well. That's bicep swivel. He's got a double jointed elbow, which gets him that much curl. So almost a full curl. Wrists are on a swivel. Right there. His fingers all individually articulated, so they're all one joint, but they're all separate. So they open and close. The thumb is on a ball joint, so you got a bit of movement there. Unfortunately, unlike Impetus, no ab crunch. The way it transforms with that slider and everything, there's just no room for an ab crunch. But he does have a waist swivel, which noticing is getting caught on something. Oh, that wheel well isn't all the way up like it's supposed to be. There we go. Free waist swivel. Free rotation of 360 degrees. Hips can go forward, and yet there's that gets out of the way pretty easily. They go back pretty far, unhindered. Outward, you got full splits there. Thigh swivel right below there. Knees 90 degrees right there, and ankles can go up. They tilt about that far. Because of the design for the combined mode, they're limited by that. You got a toe joint going down. The heels can be, if you slide them a little bit, you can adjust the heel right there. And they can also, you got that piece as well if you really want to. They also got a tiny bit of forward movement. Not really a lot of backward movement though, but they do have a little bit of forward. So yeah, you got a pretty decent bit of articulation there. And the other thing is just a lot of the joints are way too tight. I don't know why they're so tight. They have been loosening up slowly over time, but they're just simply too tight, I feel. I don't know why they're so tight, but they just are. And it's really frustrating when it's like you're just sitting there and you're ripping up your fingernails. I've been ripping up my fingernails ever since I got this guy, which kind of stinks. But real quick comparison. Here he is with Masterpiece Carbot. Let's go with Blue Streak again. Again, you can see quite the height difference. Blue Streak only comes up, like, I guess 2/3 of the way up his chest. Here he is with, of course, Megatron. MP36. Again, quite the height difference there. Swindle goes up to his abdomen. See that? And of course, here he is with Impetus, his teammate, which I forgot to, compare to and I'll show off with in vehicle mode, which I'll do that next time when I think Onslaught's the next one, unless Blast Off is the next one. They haven't been real clear on that. Anyway, the next one I'll show them all together in vehicle mode. I just forgot this time. Yeah, look good together. Impetus is a little bit taller. Yep. There you go. They look good together. Yeah, I genuinely like Fraudo here. I genuinely think he's a pretty good figure overall. I feel like the problem is just simply, well, some of his joints are way too tight, and I also feel that the instructions are they just skip over so many important things. I'm just shocked, and some of these pegs are just, that peg's not great. The tab is not great, and this thing is like either you just leave it off, or you peg it on back here, and it's a terrible connection on the back of the leg. I mean, there's also this little peg, which is the same size, and yeah, you can do that. I don't know why. I'm not sure if that serves a purpose. I have no idea if that serves a purpose or not. I genuinely do not have any idea about that. I wish I knew, but I don't know if that is supposed to have some sort of purpose, because that clearly was there for something or another. That peg isn't used for anything, as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, that peg is literally used for nothing. So it's there for a reason, I guess. I just don't know what that reason is. I don't know if it's so you can put this also on the shoulder or what. It might be. That might be it. It might be simply, oh, hey, let's just make it so you can put both of them on the shoulder. I don't know. But either which way, it's just like, it's strange to me that they did it that way. I don't know. It's storage. Their storage solution isn't the greatest, and there's no other one listed. It kind of can work a little better if you put it sideways, but even then, it doesn't take much to just undo it, just because it's a peg. It's a peg hole over a tab. So it really doesn't take much to undo it, which is unfortunate. But other than that, I think it's a solid figure. It's actually, again, once you figure out how to do it, even though the instructions are kind of terrible, the transformation is actually pretty clever, and I do like it. I do like transforming. Well, once it's now also loosened up a bit, I do like transforming it once now it's loosened up. But yeah, it's a genuinely good figure. I do like it. It's just got its own set of problems, and I wish there was I just wish they did a couple. Didn't do the make it so. I just wish they didn't make it so tight. I wish the instructions were better, and I wish there was better storage and whatnot for the weapons and stuff. But other than that, it's still a pretty solid figure, and it's this whole combined mode is this whole combiner team is shaping up to be genuinely good. So hopefully, it will be good in the end. Still haven't seen Brawl. But yeah, I think the Onslaught's supposed to be next, unless it's Blast Off, because again, they're kind of being weird about that. So who knows? We'll see when those come out. But yeah, that's it. Got a little rambly there, but I hope you found this informative or entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Patreon and coffee and all that stuff. And I hopefully also see you next time with my next video review.